Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. So the patch is finally here and it is time to summon for Knox. Now overall, we have to wait, and I always recommend this every single time, waiting about a week or two till you pull the hero, unless you have a lot of diamonds and you have a lot of Stargazer scrolls like I do on here, and really we've been saving to build these out. Now the rumor again is talking about the next hero is going to be a highborn draconic hero, which means that's going to be an absolute pass. Also want to hit some summons in here of Lan, trying to get him up to Mythic, trying to get the signature item. And ultimately, we're also going to have to see where we want to build Thorin at, which is coming in a future video, as well as building out a few other ones that we've been seeing that are seeming to have a lot more utility, which of course includes Lan and L and building him out. And then of course, Knox, which we're summoning for today. So kind of crazy, but let's get into this. Hopefully we don't have to go through 109,000 diamonds with the cards that we have. 334 Stargazer scrolls we're sitting on right now, and we only want to take them to 1 star. That is kind of the stopping point when you think of the engraving, when you think of the ability to build the hero up a little bit. That's really where I do kind of space the heroes, just because when you think of the awakened heroes, even looking at the Celestials and the Hippos, they are very expensive to build. They come with a very big price tag, similar to what we see with our draconic heroes. The price tag on them is just astronomical to go ahead and build them up. Even like I said with the awakened heroes, taking them all the way to a multitude of stars, very expensive if you're building it. Now also look, some players are picking up Knox, so definitely want to pick him up. And very unique in the methodology on how he works. And it seems like he is also going to require a pretty big build out, which a little bit sad, but it seems like it is going to be. So hopefully we can pull 30,000 diamonds, but I also want to get the collections. Now remember, the update came with the arcane staffs. You do have to go into the Ghoulish Gallery. I know it's a place that players hate. You have to go in the Ghoulish Gallery to get those 10 arcane staffs every single week. So make sure you're doing that and you're not missing out. So let's get in here, guys. Time for the Stargazer again. 134 cards in here. Maybe we can get lucky with some copies. And there, of course, are some of our totems. Definitely looking for those, as well as getting, there he is. So pull number 2 does yield us a copy. Let's pick up a couple of our diamonds here. And there we go. Is it just a single? It is just 1 single copy. Now remember, this requires a lot of copies for these heroes because you got to pull them kind of one at a time. And that's back to back, guys. You talk about streamer luck. You talk about going in there. That is a back-to-back copy, giving us elite copies of Knox right there. And I'm wondering if we could do that again. That will save an incredible amount of cards if we can get a multitude of copies of him. And if he's not going to be super expensive to build, which I'm hoping, again, burning through a lot of cards here. So there is copy number 3. Now remember, we do need 8 copies to get him up to Ascended. So it's very, very expensive, like I said, to get these heroes built. So we are sitting at 3 copies, or I think it's a little bit more. Thinking about the Hippos and the Celestials, because we don't have the food, I think it is a little bit more to build them out. 174 left. Haven't seen any diamonds. There's another copy right there. Overall, doing pretty well with the copies. I mean, we're not seeing the 60. I know we did improve our probability rates in here, but it seems pretty good. And I want to see, there we go. There's another copy. How many we can get just with the cards itself. We've been farming these, like I always advise, out of the tower in the tower progression, as you have to farm the towers like crazy. It is a place that's never going to stop. There's 1 more copy. 54 cards left. Can we see a double copy in here, or 1 or 2 copies at least of Knox before we get into these diamonds? And I'm hoping again that we have enough to pull him in the entirety. And this, of course, does get into the diamonds, but there is another copy of Knox right there. All right, look at that. Boom. Got a couple more copies. Let's see where we can build them up to at this point. Again, so that's 2, that's 4 copies. That's where I was thinking there's 6 copies. Yeah, there's 8 to Mythic. I know we need what? I think that is another 6. 2 more to Mythic Plus, and then, of course, 4 more to get him to Ascended. Wow, that's going to be a lot to build him up from that Mythic Plus. We're not going to have enough diamonds. We're not going to, thinking of 106, we're not going to have enough diamonds to actually build him out in the entirety. He's going to be one that we're going to have to continue to focus on, because I know that's still a lot of copies. Build them out, which there we go. There's one more copy. Gonna have to get lucky with a few in here. Build them out. So one more will take him up to Mythic Plus. Come on, 66,000 diamonds left. There's a double. That is what we needed, guys. We needed a solid double in here. There we go. So that gives us 3 copies away, 56K left. And there is another one. That is 3 copies and 2 pulls. That means we need 2. 51K. We need 2 more copies of Knox. This is going to be pretty close in here. We're also getting a crazy amount of cards. This is going to be 31K right there. There's another copy. We need 1 to Ascended. Could we get him up to Ascended with the mats that we have right here? Another card. And our final pull gives us a copy. Wow, that is epic. Getting a copy on that final pull, that should be enough to get him up to Ascended. Unfortunately, that is not going to add the 1 star onto him, so we're going to have to wait till we get some more diamonds. But there is Ascended Knox. Very, very cool. And of course, guys, we're going to build him up. I want to put the signature item on there. Want to see essentially the effectiveness of him. That's, again, where a lot of players were kind of questioning how effective is he going to be. When locked reaches max stacks, the attribute reducing the effect of the marks also go up by 15%. Then, of course, rapid strength taking it to 20, rapid strength taking it to 30, and I'm going to park him at 30 as it sits right now. Let's go ahead. I want to get him in the library, get some more levels to the Elder Tree. So that's it. That takes it. Talk about a massively built Elder Tree, guys. That is 230 across the board. Let's do some furniture summons. Now, I know before we've talked about this, when it comes to, we can level out up twice. 231. I didn't even realize that was a double level right there of the Elder Tree. That'll make a really, really big difference. But thinking of the Oak Inn, like I said earlier, there's always going to be a place where you have heroes, where you're summoning heroes, where you're building out the heroes in their entirety. There is never a lack, and never really, that's the reason when it comes to Poke Coins in general, I never stop using the Poke Coins, because they will always come in, they will always be utilized, whether it's building up more furniture and strengthening the Awakened heroes, or building heroes like this that are just brand new to AFK Arena. They are always going to be there. Now, of course, we also do want to hop in here. This is the Dragon IO reset. So the Paragon, we have 80 in here, but this is what we're looking for. We need one single copy of land. Now, we did pull a single last time, which makes me wonder if we're going to get it, but 1 copy of land will take him up to the ability to get the signature item, which would be a game changer. And there it is. There is the copy again. Wow, that should take him up to Mythic. Mythic is going to allow us to get that signature item on him. And of course, land is 1. Guys, if there is a new Highborn hero coming, Draconic hero, we're not going to be able to build him. We're still building land, and I'm going to keep building land over and over and over. But that is awesome. There is the triple copies of land. We have been building this for a long time. These copies, these heroes, they do take an absorbent amount of time, but there is our signature item. That is going to make a game-changing difference with everything we have here. Now, I think also with the furniture, we have a lot for land already. Thought we had a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We already have 8 in there for land. Now, wish list wise, of course, we know Thorin is done. I'm going to drop out Thorin. We're going to drop in Knox in here. Try to get him a couple pieces of furniture. Also want to finish out Rendell. That way we can finish 17,000 Poke Coins. Come on, where is these mythic pieces of furniture for these new heroes? Also looking at the Draconic heroes, Cassius, we need him done. There's a copy for Iran. And I'm thinking 2 or 3 mythic pieces as well. Maybe just the 2. We're pretty close. Oh yeah, this will give us 1 more pull. This will give us 1 more mythic pull in here. And of course, let's move Knox down, plus 30 signature item. Got to do the same for land. Then Iran, of course, we're building him up right here, 1, 2, 2, 2. Let's go ahead and finish that one. I forget if we wanted the bottom one, but that's okay. We'll get them. He's one we're absolutely building out. This should be a mythic pull, which it is, giving us a copy for Lan. So that does put Lan to the 9 of 9 furniture. And I think at this point, I'm thinking just keep Lan at that 9 of 9 furniture as we see it right now. We do have one card on the table. Rendell is almost done. He might actually be one. We could also finish out Cassius, but I think I'm going to drop this one on Rendell. Or I can wait. I can wait and see where Knox is. Seeing if the 3 of 9 is going to make a big difference for Knox. Building out a little bit further, but Resonating Crystal, want to make sure that we're dropping him in here. And guys, we have so many heroes. Thinking of the Resonating Crystal, even here with everyone we have built, even the heroes we don't have built, that I don't have in here, we're at 153 heroes of 166. Guys, we have 166 heroes. I think that might be what I have unlocked, but we have 153 heroes in the Resonating Crystal, which again, in my opinion, is kind of crazy to think. There we go. So the cloud duration is going up. Oh, this is so cool to get Land built out as well. Rapid strength it all the way up. And we don't have enough. We might have enough to build it up. You know what? This, of course, we're going to build it like we normally do. We could go to a 40 at the start of battle. I know Lan is absolutely top tier. You know what? I'm going to do the same. Let's go here. I'm going to enchant all that we can here. I know I shouldn't spend it, but I want to. There is our 40. There's the plus 40 on Lan, guys. Awesome. Again, Draconic Gear, we're just using this. This will switch off all the heroes, of course. But looking at the gear resonance, there's only one hero that I have 3 pieces on, which is Gwen. This is all that we have at all. We're not building anymore. We probably won't get any more. But even thinking of the combat rating, where does that put our Draconic heroes? I mean, we have, short of Lan, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have all 5 of the regular core heroes built. We also do have Gwen built up. We have Hilduin built up. Just going to have to focus on Lan. And again, if there's another hero that's coming down the pipeline, that is far and few in between. That is one, unfortunately, we're not going to be building. Have to save some diamonds. Got to continue building out the hero that we just did right there, which is cool. So even here, there's the Curse Conquer. Going to give us, there's some Stargazer scrolls. So we got a little bit of a rebate on there. There's some gear. And then, of course, we get the animated avatar. Very cool. Get some free bonus right here with a plus 30, of course, furniture, and the engraving is going to be coming. Got a lot of resources out of there. Events are going to be popping up here and there. We know the Heroes of Espria are coming. Treasure Scramble is being reset. The Pursuit of Treasures. This is something we actually looked at. Getting some more resources out of here. You can see we're getting quite a bit, even with the common scrolls. I don't have any of these at this point. Used to break the rune seals or onyx quizzes boxes. 5 rune letters are needed to fully unlock the gift box. We don't have any at this time. So unfortunately, at this point, I think we've already collected all of these. So we're pretty much done for the day on here, which is the way that I like it. Going through, knocking everything out. Gonna have to see if we can get a couple more copies of Knox just through the regular gameplay, through farming up some diamonds and making some more progression. Draconic Isle, that's right. Guys, 8 more for land. That is going to go ahead and rewind it to a whole nother level. Building it out for Lan. Pretty cool. I mean, honestly, as much as players hate on the Draconic heroes and the difficulty of building them, it's a pretty cool release and a pretty cool faction overall. Get some free diamonds out of there, which I like. Then, of course, that gives us the ability to level up this a little bit. So you can see we have 1 star on 10. That is going to give us a little bit more to the Dragonhorn. We have a 30. We have the 9 of 9 here. I'm just going to go ahead and add a couple more levels in here, making it a little easier for the rest of the team. And then, of course, we're capping this every single time at level 10. So my anticipation is within the Dragon Isles. If we get a new Highborn Draconic hero, they are going to add more levels to the Dragon Forge, would be my opinion. Building this out a little bit further might make a big difference. And then, of course, looking at Knox, we're going to have to build him up a little bit further. Going to have to gear him up, get him all ready as a support hero and as a buffer, get some furniture on him and build him out. But all right, guys, so that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.